So let's get into it.
Mm.
How you feel as a musician about rhythm games, something like Guitar Hero
Ah,
and Muse Dash, and just in general, how does it feel from the musical side? I know from the rhythm side, it's super popular in like Japan and China ever since DDR.
yeah.
How do you feel about music basically being used to play video games?
First of all, I think it's amazing that they're incorporating music into an actual gameplay where you have to be on beat to pass the level or whatever. But that being said, when it first came out with like say Dance Dance Revolution, Guitar Hero and Rock Band like it the constant repetitiveness killed it though. So it was amazing at
Because
first, but now it's just
so
like,
you
yeah, I get it. And in the end, the games get boring themselves. That's why
uh,
after like Guitar Hero 1 or 2, I was done. Personally, I was done.
is it real music like that? Is it real music just repeating something over and over again until you get perfection?
I guess yeah, to an extent, yeah. Especially if you're an artist that makes a song and you're hearing the beat over and over or whatever, and then you have to perform it live. Then on the radio, yeah, I get that aspect, but I'm not I'm not famous, so
You're
I don't know that life
not famous yet.
yet.
You have a toddler there in the background. Would you expose him to something like Guitar Hero as an
Oh,
introduction to music?
without a doubt, yeah. And then there was uh there'll be an image that pops up on it right now. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one that actually takes like you take a real guitar and you learn the chords and you go over the basic fundamentals, and once you learn that, then the song gets harder and then it gets harder and the same thing. So you're actually learning an instrument, and I think that's brilliant.
You
I'm
need
just
something beyond just Wonderwall.
yeah, I need something beyond. I need something beyond 5 buttons. I need something.
Well, since we're talking Guitar Hero, how many different notes are on a guitar? 23?
Yeah,
And we're talking Guitar Hero has 5 buttons. So it's 5, 4, 3,
frets.
2, and 1. Okay.
So if you look at this, you had the basic guitar towards E, A, D, C, and each
Baby.
one, yeah, each one is placed on each circle. The 2 3 1, the 1 2 3. They're all placed on certain frets that play 3 different notes. 3 notes
Okay.
equals 1 chord.
So the real question is, how do you design that onto a controller where it would be intuitive for rhythm games then?
That's kind of what I'm saying as far as repetitiveness. Games like Guitar Hero and things like that, they have to be that basic because you can't incorporate.
Babies? You can incorporate babies
You
into this?
can't, no. And if you could, I'm pretty sure a lot more people would buy them. Can you go? Can you wait? Bye. Okay, okay, go.
Bye,
Go bye.
Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray.
Oh, my kid. Anyways, that's the thing is there's so many chords and there's so many things to do. That's why I'm so happy for that one game I can't remember. Is because that teaches you how to play the guitar as far as games you can't put in you can't do a song that has a real complex guitar riff or whatever and expect a 5-year-old to play it and say, "Oh, this is awesome."
I
This
mean, you could make a button for every chord, though, right?
technically, yeah, but that'd be a lot of buttons. I wonder if I wonder,
Isn't
wonder if they I wonder
isn't basically a guitar just a lot of buttons but with sharp strings instead?
yeah, in a sense. I wonder if they attempted to do that, but got too complex for the player. Because yeah,
Perhaps.
yeah, we have a lot of controls like left trigger, right trigger, L3, R3, whatever, and doing those with different combos. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, World of Warcraft people have 1,000 different commands.
it's true. It's very true. I don't know. Maybe,
I guess I guess the question is then, would it be easier to start with something like the bass, which has statistically less chords? It's not even statistically. Doesn't the bass just have less chords, and you could use that instead?
I don't know much about the bass, but I want to say just because it has less strings, it doesn't have less chords. It probably has equal to. I don't know much about the bass. It probably does have
Hmm.
less because you can't do. The bass acts as a background instrument. You are on my table. Hey,
He is straight trying to go into the TV.
get down. I think that it's the repetitive of playing the same songs over and over. And I get that, yes, songs are repetitive when you're in the studio or whatever, but I'm talking about the playlist.
If the playlist being expanded is like if you just put in modders, you can get more and more songs constantly. Isn't
Well,
the a point of mastery to do something over again, pound it into the ground until you get really good at it?
yeah, but not for 5 games in a row. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
seriously,
for 5 games in a row, you like Mario still has the jump command, and he jumps for every
that's
single game.
that's different. That's
How's
that's
that different?
that's that's jumping, and that's become an iconic sound. As far as like, I don't want to listen to "I Love Rock and Roll" on Guitar Hero 1 and then Guitar Hero 5 when it's the same. It's just a different game. I'd rather hear another song that artist made, or more popular or different genre. There's the same basic pop rock songs on those games, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
but rhythm games are really made for someone who doesn't really mind listening to the same songs repeatedly. Like,
so kids.
yeah, it's for people. Yeah, kids don't mind it. Some people, I listen to Watermelon Sugar High like 6 times in a row. And I'm currently taking singing lessons, and I had to listen to Hercules go the distance
Yeah.
6 or 7 times, and none of it really bothered me.
Well, that's
What you're
different
saying
though.
is like you feel like the selection of music needs to change rapidly to keep yourself entertained.
At least with each game, for example, Guitar Hero 1 could focus on rock songs in the 90s, next one the 80s, next one the 70s. They don't have to brand it as
But they've
that.
done that.
I know they've done that, but I'm saying they don't. There's like a billion songs in the 90s and 80s and 70s that they could take from instead of the same pop
Cool.
songs. Yeah.
I believe they would run into copyright law
I don't know.
viciously.
I don't know, because if these game developers are getting rights to those songs, which are under a major label or from that artist, then surely they could get rights to the same label, the same artist, just a different song under that person. So,
Ray doesn't agree with you, and I don't agree with you. Look, playing the greatest hits is what people comes to rhythm games to play. You got to play what's best known, and if it's constantly switching songs, then you're constantly confused. Rhythm games are about slowly creating mastery over time. It's about getting better and rote memorization, and then doing that, you become better at the rest of the game slowly.
that makes sense.
Hello, Ray.
Sometimes I look at you and Kelsey and how you guys, adopted, and I really should have gone that
Just
route. I should have
just skip that stage.
yeah. Start with an 8-year-old and be good.
So, I guess since the takeaway from this conversation is that you wish rhythm games were less repetitive, but I believe personally that the repetitive and slow mastery of it is what makes it more fun. So why don't we end this video with you panicking and getting your child off the table?
Okay.
And we'll pick up with the next conversation next time. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Raymond, get down.
All right, everyone. I'm Charmander, and he's Polyrath King, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.